Hey boys and girls, I hope you had a great weekend, and it was so fun meeting with some of you guys today for reading groups. And tomorrow I'm super excited to start our science project. And we're going to be talking about germs, which is important right now. So I'm going to go ahead and go over all the work that you need to do for tomorrow, at least most of it, and then you can go ahead and get started. So I'm going to just make one short little video, give you a few directions, and then you can get started on your own with your parents, okay? So first thing I'm going to go over is your penmanship page. It's this one right here. It's page 139, lesson 162. So it's pretty, well, I should say we've done most of this already a few times in our Seatwork. Up here, you're just going to add, and remember, we're trying really hard not to use our fingers. So I really want you to either use dots, or if you can do it in your hand, that's even better. So, okay, down here in direction number 2, it says fill in the circle under the missing number. And again, you have your writing office in front of you, so please use it for not only helping you with this part of your math paper, but also to make sure that you are writing your numbers correctly and they're facing the right way. We want to get into a good habit of always writing our numbers the right way, because if we get in a good habit of doing that, then you're going to do it without even thinking about it. So it's really important that you compare what you do on your paper to what's in your writing office so that you make sure that your numbers are correct. I forgot to mention, first thing you have to do is write your name, okay? And your parents are your name checkers, so make sure you are writing your name. Okay, and down here, okay, I don't want you to think too much into this, okay? Don't make it harder than it is. So the directions say circle the combination that goes with the picture. Okay, so if you see the picture, it has 3 ducks, and then it has 2 friends that want to join the 3 ducks. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at each of these combinations at the bottom, and you are going to circle the combination that basically is describing the 3 buddies already in the water and the 2 buddies that want to join them. Okay, so look at each of these combinations, and right away we can say, oh, well, a subtraction problem is probably not going to be it. So just really look closely, because again, you have 3 buddies, 3 duckies, and then you have 2 duckies that want to join them. Okay, so make sure that you are circling, look at each of the combinations, and then you circle the one that goes with the picture. Okay, that's your math paper. And next, I wanted to go over some of your phonics paper together. Okay, I'm going to go through the directions, and then you and I, we're going to go through this very top line together. Okay, first thing again, name on your paper. And if we have learned one of the capital letters, that is the first letter in your name, you need to write it not just on your penmanship paper, but also on your phonics paper and your math paper. Okay? So before you do this phonics paper, what I want you to do is go back into the videos that have chart 6 and chart 7. And I want you to say the special sounds with me in those videos, okay? And you can either use the charts that I'm holding up if you can see them, okay? Or you have chart 6 and 7 in your binder. So one thing that I know, because the copy that I put in your binder kind of came out a little light. So if you want to trace with a pencil the special sound and the keyword, that might help you to be able to see it a little better. Okay, so the top part of your phonics paper that looks like this, okay, it says circle the special sounds and mark the vowels. Read the words, and I do want you to read the words to your parents, okay? And remember, 1 vowel and 2 vowel rule. Now down here it says choose the word that completes each sentence and write it on the line. Okay, show me. Are we supposed to write it on the line in cursive? I hope everyone's doing this because you are supposed to write it in cursive, okay? So even though it's in print here, when you write it on the line, you need to do it in cursive, okay? And if you get stuck on some of the letters, that is what your writing office is for. So look at the little chart that's on your writing office because all the letters in the alphabet in cursive are in your writing office, okay? So let's go back to this top part here. Oh, real quick before we do this top part. Before you start reading your sentences, what I want you to do first is read the 3 choices you have on the side here. Okay? That way when you are reading your sentences, the word that's going to complete your sentence will pop out a little bit quicker, a little bit easier if you've already read the 3 choices that you have. Okay, so do that first and then read the sentence and then plug in the word that will complete the sentence. It has to make sense, so make sure you take your time. Okay, all right, let's go back up to here, the top part of your phonics paper. Okay, the first one is done for you. Okay, so by this time you should have already gone back into YouTube and looked at chart 6 and chart 7 on the videos. You've gone over them out loud with me, and either using the chart that I have holding up or the one that's in your binder. Okay, so once you've done that, then you can start on this top part. Okay, so the first one's done for you. The best way to do this top part is this. What I want you to do is first ask yourself, do I see any special sounds? And if you do see special sounds, then you are going to circle it, just like you see right here. Twa. And twa is a special sound, and I think the key word in the chart is twa in twins, TW in twins. Okay? So after you've done that, then you have to ask yourself again, self, do I see any more special sounds? And if the answer is no, then your next question to yourself is, self, how many vowels do I see in this word? Well, if you look closely, either on my paper or on the paper you have in front of you, I see 2 vowels. Is that correct? Show me if it's 2 vowels. Yes? Exactly. Okay? So I see 2 E's. So we know to mark 2 vowel words, we mark the first vowel with a line over it because that tells us that it is a long vowel. And the second vowel, we put a slash through it because it's silent. Let's say the 2 vowel rule together. Okay? All right, here we go. 2 vowel rule. The first vowel says its name, and the second vowel is silent. Okay? All right, let's look at this next one. This next word right here. Okay? What is the first thing you're going to ask yourself? Everyone say it out loud. That's right. You're going to say, self, do I see any special sounds? And I'm pretty sure I see a special sound already. And let me tell you, that special sound is a teacher's favorite special sound. It's shh. Shh in ship. S-H in ship. Okay, so I am going to circle very carefully. So I'm only circling those letters that are in the special sound, just like that. Okay? And then you have to ask yourself, self, do I see any other special sounds or do I see vowels? Well, Some of you might be saying to yourself, I see one vowel, Miss Canales. Well, that's true. I do too. But look at it this way, okay? If we were to sound it out with that E being a short E, which short E is eh, eh, eh. Does this make sense? Sh, eh, she, she. Is she a word? It's not a word, right? Doesn't make sense. So that means that's probably a special sound. What do you think? Do you think that's a special sound? Show me. It is a special sound because on chart 6, we have the special sound E in me, E in me. So that is a special sound. I'm going to circle it. So now if I sound it out, this special sound is sh, and this special sound is E. So now if I blend it all together, it's sh, E, she. Is she a word? It is. She is a word. So we're done. We're done with that word, okay? Always go back and check to see that the markings that you did on your words, when you sound them out, it's going to make a real word, okay? All right, next, this word right here. Now, first thing we do is what? We ask ourselves, self, do I see any special sounds? Look real closely. Do you see some special sounds? I do too. It's my favorite. Shh. At the end. So everyone should have done that. Shh. And then you have to ask yourself, self, do I see any more special sounds? What do you think? Do you see any more special sounds in there? I don't either. But I do see a vowel. And how many vowels do you see in that word? Show me with your fingers. 1, I do too. Yeah. And so one vowel, a one vowel word, we mark with a smiley face. Just like that. Okay? So now we can read the word remember, it's kind of like you're punching yourself in the tummy. Sh, hush. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. Ask yourself that magic question. I hear you guys doing it. Self, do I see any special sounds? I do. All right, you probably saw this one. Gl, gl in glue, GL in glue. Good job. Now you ask yourself, self, do you see any more special sounds? Show me. That's right, I don't either. Okay, so now I have to ask myself, self, how many vowels do I see? Show me with your fingers. Yep, 2, I see 2 also. So we know first vowel says its name, the second vowel is silent, so I'm going to put a line over the first vowel, which is the letter A. And then the second vowel, I'm going to cross it out because it's silent. So now I can read the word. Glaze. Glaze. Like glaze donuts from Krispy Kreme. Yummy, yummy. Okay, last one we're going to do together, and then the rest you're going to do on your own, okay? So this one right here, self, do I see any special sounds? I sure do. I see this one right here. I think it's the first one on chart 7. Br in bride, B-R in bride. Is that true? Yep. Okay, then self, do I see any more special sounds? And remember, you can always pause this video anytime you need to, and always, always, always go back and forth to your charts and look to see if you see any of the special sounds that are in these words, okay? All right, so now you have to ask yourself, since we don't have any more special sounds, now we have to ask ourselves, how many vowels do I see? Well, I see 2 vowels. Is that true? Do you see 2 vowels too? Yep. I do too. So, first vowel says its name, and the second vowel is silent. So now I'm going to mark the first vowel, and then I'm going to mark my second vowel and cross it out. Just like that. Okay? So, now I can read the word brr, because it's brr in bride. Brr, a, because it's a 2 vowel word. Break, break. Like you're pushing on the brake to stop at a red light. Well, not you, your parents. Okay, so moms and dads, if you want to tell your child how many, because we did all of these together, okay, so that is done. So as long as you've checked your work with what we did together and you're good to go, then we're good. If you want to count how many special sounds and how many vowels you're marking on the bottom 3 rows down here, and have your child do that, you can tell them how many special sounds they need to be looking for and how many vowels they're going to be marking. We do that in class sometimes just to make sure that we're checking our work and we're not leaving any of our special sounds unmarked and our vowels unmarked. So that's about it for now. I look forward to seeing everyone tomorrow so that we can do our science project. And so I have, let me show you real quick what I did with my science project. So far I have it right here pinned onto my cardboard. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to talk about germs. We're going to watch a video about germs. And then we're going to start our science project, and we're going to keep it, try to find a place where you can keep it and look at it every day. That way the following week when we meet again for science, then we can all talk about what happened in our science project, our science experiment, okay? All right, well, I love you guys, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. And then those of you that I have not met for reading group, I will be seeing you on Wednesday, okay? I love you guys so much, and I miss you like you don't even know. Every day I'm just like, oh, I wish I could see my kids. But I hope you guys have a good evening, and I will talk to you later. Okay, love you guys. Bye.